It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Duva.
And Jamal, we here again.
Yo, thanks for joining for episode 42
It's 42.
for like 36, 37, 42. Just moving, just moving. How's everything with your nephew?
Everything's great. How about yourself?
Oh, everything's good, man. You know I can't complain, man.
That's good.
Shit, 4th of July, fireworks setting off yesterday. It was just going around, looking up the sky. Everything's lit up. Everything's lit up.
Right.
You know. But I guess let's get in some topics. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got a chance. We talked about a little bit last time about the BET Awards. I got to actually check it out and watch the show. Man, I give it good job for BET. To put all the performance on. Some people I like. I was always looking forward for Victoria Monet. I talked about her.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
Wait, for her, she actually performed the same way she did for her video, which was crazy.
yeah.
With the costume changes and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she I told you she's gonna do it all right. I was waiting for her to do that all right. But I like how she mixed everything from her song that from on my mama. That's what we talked about. Yeah, so she did a good job. Who else was I think I was stuck out. So I like the Lauren Hill and her son. That was YG Marley. Yeah. I like that part of the two performance. But I was disappointed in BT because I was like, damn, there's no guys. There's not too many guys performers that really stuck out. Because they had the Usher tribute.
Yeah.
Only had Charles Gambino. I felt like they should have got more people to perform. Some people said Miguel should have performed
But
for the tribute.
for the tribute.
Mm-hmm.
Either that, they could have got the guy from City High who wrote the Superstar. Would have been nice to see him do that. I forget his name off the top of my head right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that would have been nice to see. But even though the women still killed it, though, I gotta say
they did a good job. The whole performance. Coco did a good job. Tiana Taylor with Victoria Monet, they did it. They did a good job. But I just wanted to hear the vocals of some of the men's. They could have just evened that out a little bit. Because when you think of Usher, you think of guy vocals. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, it was a lot of women. It was a lot of women through the whole performance. There was no guys really performing in.
So,
I mean, it's a good show to enjoy. But I wish they would have had more guys performing because I think there's more R&B guys that they could have came out there.
well, you're right about that. But you gotta think about it in another perspective. But do you really want to tribute somebody by, especially with him being like this icon for sexy?
Mhm.
It's more better to have women singing to him than other men singing to him.
I get that
Yeah.
part, but
And the song,
when you think of a tribute, if you take it back other tributes they did they mix it up. They really didn't have this performance. They really didn't have too many guys.
Yeah.
I mean they have no guys really.
yeah, but most of the tributes that they usually do are people. Sometimes they're not even around when they do the tributes. They just honor them.
Think of say they did Patti LaBelle. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a woman at her standard. Do the tribute.
Yeah.
Too many. They're not gonna have too many guys sitting up there singing Patti LaBelle. You know what I
No.
mean? You know what I'm saying? But I mean that was still good performance at the end of the day. But I mean, I just wish they just kind of mixed it up a little bit. With some guys, but they kind of people was talking about Sexy Red, her performance. It's not really performing so much. But then it's a new generation. Maybe we're not looking for Sexy Red to perform like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like Ice Spice. She did her little thing. It's kind of like when you think of BT, you think of choreography type of performance and things like that. Now it's kind of really Hey man, if I had a bunch of ones in my pocket, I'm throwing
Yep.
it on the stage.
See, that's why I thought you were gonna go for like the
Hey,
whole part of this to start it off with, but not, but
nah,
because
what do you mean?
there was nothing but shaking ass
And
up
that's
on
what I'm
there,
saying.
and
So I thought, I'll throw a couple ones on the stage because it was a nice atmosphere. It was
but yeah, but
a nice
that was the thing.
atmosphere.
But like even so, the viewers, you gonna say they liked it. The
Uh,
people in the audience, they liked it and everything because they were getting all into it. They even had the little skit with Sexy Red when she first started
mhm.
for her song. So yeah, but
Even that's what I'm saying. Like all of them. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it, but I just feel like they just mix it up a little bit more with R&B. Give it the guys. I mean, I'm sorry, there's some guys. I
no,
mean, I enjoyed it though. I like all the women. I ain't gonna, you know what
hmm
I'm saying? I enjoyed the show. Because Megan came out there with Glorilla. They all
hmm
had their little chemistry when they did their performance. So, but Megan surprised she could have job. I didn't think they would open up the whole show with Megan, but I mean, she did a good job. She did a job
hmm
performance with her lyrics and stuff like that. So, hey, but I feel like the BT changed it, but they didn't need to just balance it out a little bit more. But it's still a good show. It's still a good show, but yeah, I didn't, you know, that's that.
that's that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I was just happy that Childish Gambino got to do the same song that he already did a cover for, and then do it
mhm.
again. So that was nice.
What do you mean for
For the song, he did a cover for that song already.
you talking about for the Usher?
Yeah, he already did he did a
Mm,
cover song for that.
for that song?
There's like three different versions of that one. So that yeah, there's a Usher, a
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, and I forgot his name now too. Um,
Well, I mean,
it's gonna be in my phone.
he's all right, but he's all right. Cause remember, he's considered a rapper.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
but like he
having
said,
somebody who's a rapper do a Usher tribute, but he's R&B too. I know.
yeah.
You
So
know.
why you just gonna label him just like that? What the?
I mean, that's what they labeled
Yeah,
him.
that was Apple Music that labeled him that.
Hey man, but I mean, it was alright. It wasn't what I thought it would be. But I mean, it's like I said, it's always a new generation, so we just changing
hmm
it up. So, but it's cool. Taraji, she did a good job hosting it.
Right.
She did the Kendrick Lamar
For
whole
the
uniform for the pop out show. Uh, she did a good job with the rapping and all that stuff. So, good host. She kind of messed up on one of the part, but come on, they said they was putting it together. Kind of,
oh yeah, they said it was last minute and they just switched them there,
yeah,
so she didn't know.
yeah. She didn't know it was
Yeah, and
Keith.
she
What
was
his
just
name?
trying to
Keefy.
keep up.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah. But it happened. So nobody's perfect, but she did a good job.
hmm
And also her changing, her wardrobe too. She got on changing outfits. But yeah. But talking about pop out, Kendrick Lamar. He actually dropped the video.
right.
Pop out on did it in L.A. Everybody seen a couple of clips on there. Um, he made it. I think now this is the most talked about video. Basically for the summer. Even that's a big stamp for LA right now. They're calling it probably like the biggest, probably diss talked about record. Now they come out with the video. So the video was alright. It was putting with everything that he kind of was talking about. The key thing about the video, his fiance Whitney and him and the kids they was dancing around Sunday night like us. That was a moment for them, I guess.
Well, it was a moment for everybody to show like a lot of things that he said about the relationship failing and everything not being good, and
Hmm.
that they're not like. But you showed them right there in the video, and they're all solid.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So but that's something that they ain't. I mean, not everybody, mostly their family.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's cool with their family. Like and showing like everything's cool with us. We don't have no problems, or we're together at least.
Yeah.
We at least together, and we as a family. But then he took a lot of shots. He took a lot of shots at the owl. The OVO. He said, he had the piano.
The pinata.
Yeah, the pinata. He hitting the piano with the owl. um, I mean, just people. in the video alone, there was little different subliminals running around in the video. Uh, I want to hear that first song that he started it out too. 'Cause he started out with a song. I want to hear the rest of that. So I don't know if he's
Mm-hmm.
still working on that album or he's gonna drop a project because now he has kind of like a whole bunch of tracks and he has everybody's attention. So
Oh, definitely.
people still waiting for him to drop that album. But I actually like the owl. The owl at the end. It was a nice, beautiful owl.
Yeah. What?
He had a nice,
Okay.
beautiful owl at the big old beautiful owl. That joint was different. I never seen that big old owl. For him to get that,
We gotta let you watch Harry Potter then. All right.
well, to get that in the video,
Mm-hmm.
because that's real.
Yeah.
He had a real owl. That joint is big. It's crazy. But yeah, he did what he did. Showed his neighborhood from where he was having. Seeing DJ Mustard was beside him,
Yep.
playing that along.
Even had his manager in there too.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Dave Freeze and Kendrick Lamar, they actually directed the video it showed at the
Mhm.
end. So they was hands on with this video. Going here, going there. So everything that you seen was their idea basically.
Right.
Mostly from their idea. So that's going. Hey, that's gonna be in the books. It's a classic. That's gonna be a classic now. So it's solidified that stamp with the video.
Mhm.
But yeah, he looked like he had fun, man. It was nice, fun video, man. Getting his bop on, getting his bop on. Um, but yeah, so shout out to the whole West. That's definitely what they was wanted everything big about, and that's gonna be the summer anthem still. You're not like us. uh,
You got Rick Ross up in Canada.
Damn, yeah. So that's what I don't know. I talked earlier about that whole beef thing and all that stuff. Didn't want them to have it being in violence or it ended in violence. But
Mhm.
now you get to the point where he kind of, I guess he antagonized them a little bit, putting that "They Not Like Us" song on, and then they had a little words from Rick Ross. He said, "All right, there I was hustling," and he said something to him. But I was surprised even Rick Ross was just feeling so comfortable to be out there like that with around the whole crowd and just feeling comfortable. Like, they felt like, that's kind of disrespect to put that on in their city because you talking about a lot of Canada basically, that's what they rep. That's Drake's hometown, that's where he's at. But yeah, Rick Ross said they ain't punch him, but it let the video look like they touched him. But they know they beat the hell out of that security guard, man. Damn,
Mhm.
I didn't know why the security guard didn't fight back. Or maybe he just felt like I'm just gonna take these punches and we're gonna get up out of here. But
There was too many of them.
yeah, but like he laid, like it was another clip where he laid down and they was just getting him. And then also one of his other men took a strip, caught it. It was in the beef, and also a DJ too. Sam, he caught it. They say got a piece of his chain and all that. It's crazy. It was crazy. That's what I'm saying. This, we wanted to keep it non-violence. One, we thought it was gonna be non-violence, and then this one is a little bit. It turned a little bit. It turned violent. It
Well,
turned
that's some
violent.
poking. You be poking at people like that.
Yeah, man, you kind of got to just know where you at. Know your awareness, especially with a security guard. But Rick Ross didn't get. Rick Ross got bad at it. He wasn't like, I'm not too much into this shit. I'm out of it. He's like, yo, I pay y'all a lot. Y'all gotta handle this. Whatever y'all want to do. I'm the artist. I'm the star. Like, I'm not gonna be out here fighting with y'all.
We need more people then.
Gonna
Need to bring an army.
he brings some. Bring an army something. But yeah, but. I told you about the beef situation, man. Hopefully they just squash that up because Uncle Luke, he actually got into He was in the clip saying, he don't want Miami to get involved in this and that, so we don't want to escalate the issue from a payback because of what they did to Ross. Somebody tried to do that, but Drake's hella pretty tough. Drake stayed with an army, so he ain't never gonna touch Drake. He stays with his bodyguards and they stay strapped. So if anything go down, I'm sure niggas is shooting.
Okay.
I'm sure he's shooting. They ain't fist fighting. He stay with a army tank.
All right. What the?
You ever seen his security guards? You ever seen his bodyguards? Yeah, he got a bunch of them. Yeah, he got a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? I just think Rick Ross just got caught lacking on that one. But it ain't been no problem. He went back on the jet. They was laughing about that shit.
Hmm.
He was like, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want to eat? What you want to eat?" Told his crew what he want to eat.
His focus.
What do you want to eat? That was, you know, but hopefully everybody's, well, he's still back on there joking around. Him too. He always talking about his baby mama. His baby mama, Tia's always getting at him. They always, she always making fun of him, and she got her thing going. But it's kind of the way they collaboration all the time. They kind of they always making jokes. So, but I hope everybody just stay safe. Stay safe out there on that type of thing. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. But I guess getting some new music. Some new music. So we got like Fabulous, French Montana, Fabio Foreign. They went to collaborate on a new track called "To the Moon."
Mhm.
I think it's a nice New York anthem, right? Oh, it's a nice New York song. It kind of the beat kind of remind me of some like Dipset beat, for the back in the day. But good collaboration. They also on tour too. French and Fab. So it's only right for them to kind of just do a track to like get people coming to the shows and still supporting them. But yeah, checked out that joint. That joint was a nice little song on there. Play a little bit.
If that wrist work, we gon' take it to the moon. If that pussy
Moon
work, we gon' take
to
it
the
to the
moon.
moon. If the hair work,
Yo,
she
think
gon'
about
take it to the moon.
French Montana. Yo, he stay in the studio, man, and he stays with them choruses too, yo. Them choruses always hitting. He always got some type of saying, some chorus. So he stayed with some saying, But definitely check out that joint. What do you think about that track?
I liked it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
like we said already, a New York track for track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's definitely in New York thing. So, but yeah, definitely check that out. He dropped the video for that too. Also, that joint is out there. Check that one out.
I gotta check that out myself. I didn't see that.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard the song and played it a couple of times, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I didn't get a chance to see the video.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, the video's out. He shot that out there. Nice little track there. Um, so I so show some love to the West Coast too. Go back to the West Coast. Yo, Tiger, he dropped a new track. It's called Uh-huh. It's also with 310 Baby. 310 Baby. Oh, he had a nice track going on the radio. It's like you can do it, do it, right, do it. So he
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
he
Yeah.
kind of like got that song going. So for them, the collaboration, that's a good made sense. But yeah, it's called Uh-huh. So for Tiger been doing a lot of a little bit tracks here and there I've been seeing, but they actually dropped the video for that. So that joint was tough, but I was rocking with that. I was like, yo, that's a nice slap. For them two to have it, definitely a nice slap. He's crazy.
Saying that I ain't the big one is a big mistake. I be deaf to y'all. I only hear what the paper say.
So they got a nice little slap going on. You check that one out. That joint is definitely for the West
Right.
Coast slap. That's a slap. I like that joint. We get a chance, check that one out too. Uh, Staying on the West Side. There was a lot of controversy with the LeBron James and Bronny. Because he got drafted 55. It's a 55 pick for the NBA Lakers now. So I mean, the plan was him to play with his son,
Yeah.
So that was the plan. So there's no reason why people should get upset because now I feel like this is a good opportunity for him to just prove that he got a spot, on the Lakers, So, but they had a recent media day, so he brought his parents, you know. Obviously, some people's kind of saying that, oh well, really LeBron brought his son to media day, but it's
It's not.
really wasn't like that. But he's officially on the team. He has his jersey. His jersey actually was like selling out. They said his jersey was doing very well. But yeah, now I think Bronny should take this opportunity to all the people talking about it, this and that. Show up. Actually take his. When it's time to get his shot, show what he can do. Um, and I don't have no problem with it. that's he can't help it. That's his parents. You know what I mean? His parents set him up.
Hmm.
His parents set him up to do that, and that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
They call it generation wealth. When you see it, now we got a problem with it. We can't get a problem with that. That was the plan. That
Hmm.
was the plan.
And they stuck to it. They put together a good plan, though. Even with they let the people know that even if you try to get him, we still not gonna go to you. He just gonna like go overseas,
Mm-hmm.
stay there for a year, and then afterwards he be able to pick what team he want to come back to.
Yep, that's true. You
And
know.
then also a lot of teams were just trying to get him so they can get LeBron to come over. Because
hmm
by putting him on a separate team, it'd be like, all right, maybe LeBron will come too.
Yeah, they puts like an offer together, like, hey,
Yeah.
you got you and your son. This is what we can offer you.
It's like, hey, I know you wanted to play with your son and not
Yeah,
against him.
yeah.
So won't you come over here since we drafted him?
Hey, but
But no.
Lakers already certified with LeBron. Even let him pick the coach, kind of like because he already brought his new coach over there. So now he got picking the players. Come on, that was already that was a
Yeah.
that was already set in stone. Regardless, wherever he was gonna go, he was definitely bringing his son. And we knew he was going to the league. We just didn't know when he was gonna enter the draft. So I guess he found out as an opportunity. Because I'm sure Bron's gonna want to coach after he's finished playing this and that. But he wants to have that moment,
Hmm.
and now he's gonna have it. Now he's gonna have it. So
Yeah.
he's gonna have that moment. So shout out to LeBron and shout out to Bronny.
Yeah.
It's a nice little family conglomerate. So
Yeah. Shout out to his team for putting it all together and helping him with this too. 'Cause definitely, they
hmm
put in the work in the background to make sure that this all happened too.
yeah, definitely shout out to the team. His team, yeah, definitely. Um, sticking on sticking on Los Angeles, y'all. I seen on Netflix Beverly Hills Cops, Axel, man. Oh, but Eddie Murphy.
Hmm.
That's like so classic. Yo, I went back and was like, oh, when's the first one? The first one was like 80 84, I think. Yeah, 84. Yeah, 1984. And then I was like, all right, so when's the last one they did? 1994.
Hmm.
It's been that long since they dropped a reboot of that. You know, but I think this one's more Eddie Murphy because he's into producing and things like that. So he probably took it itself to really be more a part of this one. But yeah, no, that brings back his comedy. Eddie Murphy's a legend. And then they have the original of the who he started with. So
Yep.
we had the
The two
two cops.
cops,
Yeah.
yeah, the two cops that he always in the car with.
Mhm.
Yep, they got him in the car, and he's back in the back seat of the car again.
Uh-huh. Yep. And they was on at first. They was on a stakeout because I looked at the first one. They first was on a stakeout waiting for him. They kind of did that same thing. When he was waiting for him, getting out the hospital because he kind of was in the hospital and that. So they kind of had a little bit of similar. Really, a lot of it similar because
Hmm.
just to have the I forget his name, but now he's the head detective, like the chief, instead of being a cop. So they kind of just went back to that storyline of knowing each other and
Hmm.
having that friendship. But Eddie Murphy's still funny, man. He's still funny. Still funny, Eddie Murphy. So you can never go wrong with Eddie Murphy movie either. Because he's a very serious actor. You know, um, but yeah. So for them to put that on Netflix, I was like, oh shoot, okay,
Right.
definitely gotta check that out, man. I gotta check that out. So I think I want everybody to check that out. Like that joint is funny. That joint is funny. And they used now his daughter instead of him, it's his daughter. But it's like the opposite because now his daughter's a lawyer and
Hmm.
she's actually defending people who he was putting away. So it was
Oh,
like in the opposite
okay.
scene because he wasn't really there for her at the time because they said he had to move her away because he was in danger. So he actually moved her from Detroit to LA. So that was kind of the plot. So she really wasn't in his daughter's life. So they kind of didn't get along, but now it's kind of them to reconnect their whole chemistry. So, but yeah. So definitely check out that joint. The Beverly Hill Cop, Axel. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's definitely a classic. Uh, let's get some let's get some yo Kai and Mr. Beast, man. Kai and Mr. Beast, they two heavy hitters of streaming world, two heavy hitters. So I mean they fooled everybody. They fooled everybody because it was the fireworks. 4th of July, so they had the fireworks. Everybody thought they blew up the house. You know, I was like, oh, they blew up the money. I was like, I'm thinking because Mr. Beast, he get money, so I thought he like, all right, let me give
Blow it
Kyle
down.
$2 million.
Start
Let
over.
me give him $2 million, so I'm gonna go buy another house and he'll just start over. I'm like, all right, that's nothing for him to just blow that out,
Hmm.
So I'm like, I can understand they blew the house up, but then I'm thinking he's actually in the Bronx, so that'd be too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Have that type of fire in the Bronx.
Hmm.
Oh, so everybody got to be on standby for that. Yeah, the sponsorship would definitely go crazy for that. Because you remember you got young kids looking at that, so they're gonna think, oh, that's what we're doing now. We telling
Just
kids
blowing
to
the
go
house
ahead and
out
blow your house up, like
with the
don't go
fireworks.
the
Get it going.
fireworks. Yeah, like you won't go blow your house up. But yeah. So spoiler alert, he had to clear that up. He had to clear that up. He had to tell it was actually a replica of the room that he said put himself with all the fireworks and all that stuff. Um, but just looking at the whole episode, they was giving away money at the end. He started giving away money. I think he said he got a quarter million. It was like Mr. B was just giving away money. He was like, oh, 10,000 here, 10,000. I'm like,
Hmm.
yo, that's crazy, man. Think about it. Like if you're on stream and you're really involved in this, and then you can try an opportunity to win $10,000 just for just still paying attention to Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a new generation. No, I don't think never everything something ever that was
Make
that
that
easy.
make money that easily. No, no.
Nah, ain't nothing you could think of like, oh, we can just easily make money off that. So Twitch is
Legally.
definitely, Twitch has definitely got a lot of sponsorship and definitely pushing a lot of backing behind them to make that type of money go on. But yeah, but he had to clear it up because he was like, and then when they was giving out the money, he was like, yo, all right, chat, chill out because we about to break Twitch because they was giving out so much money and they was going crazy. They was about to shut down the whole
Stream.
the stream, And he's like, oh, I don't want to shut it down. Don't shut it down. He's like, all right, guys, chill out, chill out. Oh, but that's just is them two, man. Those the heavy hitter streamers. So it's the Beast always playing tricks and doing different activities. So for them to actually get together, put that trick, you got us, you definitely got us. 'Cause
Hmm.
I was seeing memes and things like that. House on fire and because they really at the end they showed it really on fire, so it really blew it up. It was real fireworks, real cameras, real everything, and they just blew everything up. So that joint was crazy. That joint was crazy. But to check out, that was like, I mean, I guess you should check out the guy and Mr. Beast. You know what I mean? Them two. That was interesting, man. That was interesting. Uh, did you see Mark Zuckerberg, man?
Want to talk about him surfing for the 4th of July in the
Yeah,
tuxedo?
everybody's celebrating Fourth of July. Like that's how he celebrate Fourth of July. I,
Guess so.
I thought it was AI.
It looked like AI though.
It looked like AI, right? Because he had a drink in his hand, tuxedo on, and the flag,
Yeah.
surfing. I don't know. I mean, they say it's real. I think people saying it's real. I don't know if it's real or not,
Mm.
but I'm gonna think it. I think it.
I would say AI.
Think it's AI. I don't think it's AI. They say it's AI, but that was. I mean, but they said he into that type of thing, so maybe he was out there surfing. Imagine this guy surfing Mark Zuckerberg on there with a drink in his hand, tuxedo on. Yeah, hey, you never know. You never know. Um, but yeah. Also, just talking about Mark Zuckerberg, they turned around. He talked. He had another interview, and he was talking a little bit more about what his holograph thing, because he was talking earlier about his holograph. How so imagine having a space, right, and everything's holograph. Like this, like a whole thing could be empty, and then you can just literally go and actually have an object there, and you think it's real. They're trying to even say because he said he's trying to make holograph glasses, and he said he had tested them out. He said he showed some people of it. He said some people kind of got freaked out because the way it is, but that's kind of crazy because now they say with the holograph you can actually talk to somebody, like say if they live somewhere far, and then you have the glasses there right in front of you, and you're just doing different activities.
Hmm.
That's that's next level. But I think that's that's what he wanted. That's what's coming. I think that's cool to have holograph. I wish a lot of phones it was already implementing holographs already. Like I thought that was something maybe Apple was trying to play with, but I guess Mark Zuckerberg, he's on it. He's on it. Because that they're really trying to they want to kind of get rid of phones. I think that's one of their goals is trying to get rid of phones and just more for the glasses.
Yeah.
So but if we can get to, I mean, that's crazy technology. Because you think about it, you can have a bunch of friends you haven't seen. You can start playing in a 3D dimensional world with different things. It's like they show the
Hmm.
gaming, like you play games. Yeah, you can like you kind of just be in a 3 dimensional world and have playing games, have fun, different activities. It's definitely another technology of people looking into the future. With the holograph, that's gonna be crazy. You know, think about holograph.
What he presented it, it's gonna be interesting though, because he wants to use it more of like a meeting, group together type of thing, more like social, like yeah, to be more comfortable with people for social things.
Hmm.
But it's gonna be more interesting in how people use it in like the turn events. Is it gonna keep people more social, or keep people inside, or keep people moving, and not want to be bothering with people?
Yeah, it's definitely entering a lot of virtual world, keeping people inside, just doing activities. But I mean, hopefully, people like I said, I hope these things people don't get addicted to, where you still can interact with people, still people are comfortable going outside and doing stuff instead of just having a blank room and just making stuff up. Having kind of things. 'Cause
He's like, all I really need is food.
it's like just have because they was showing like an example where he basically can like the walls will open up in the virtual world, and it's different. Really, there are different things that they're gonna come up with. He's also big on his other device thing. He's called, I think, what is he called? The neutral wristband. He talked a little about that too. It's something like a little like mind control because you can kind of like direct your arm, your fingers. You kind of just it's everything controls. Like it's like you already kind of know what's gonna happen with that. But hey, man, it's a lot of things. I feel like it's gonna come. It's soon to come. They're like working on it just to probably just get us comfortable, see how we're gonna use these type of things when it comes to that. You know, but I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm definitely gonna pay attention to that. Guess I'll stick to my technology and just talk about a lot about the Chat GPT. Um, they are in the works of working for 5.0. They're saying this one's going to be insane. They're saying Chat GPT thought 4 was good. They said that's high school. They're saying Chat GPT 5 is going to be like a PhD. So hey, we know that this AI is going to be very intelligent. We know it's going to know everything. But they got to figure out how to launch it to the public because you don't want to get this stuff in the wrong hands. You know what I mean? Because they got to test all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're because new stuff is coming out when we testing it, so they kind of got to be ahead of what we're doing. Like, oh, what is that person gonna do if they did this? What is that person will do this? If we say this, is this guy gonna be is he gonna play the lotto and the lotto numbers gonna come out every
That'd be the bomb.
like, oh, okay, yeah, what's the lotto numbers? And all of a sudden, oh, that's no problem. And they had it generated and they figured it out. And then they gave everybody the lotto numbers. So they got they got to test these things out.
So they break the system like
And,
that.
and hey, and that's you got to test this stuff out because now that it's getting so smart and intelligent, it's going to figure out a lot of stuff. Oh, can it hack into FBI security breach? Could you do this and do that? So if that if we get to that point where we have the access to that stuff, it can get dangerous. So they got to just keep testing it out. But most likely, probably say 18 months. Probably maybe it's gonna come out 18 months. I can see it coming out.
Yeah, they said that.
Probably like 18 months. Or give it a good year and some change. You know, see if that goes out. Uh, So we'll keep paying attention to that because ChatGPT is always advanced, always doing its own thing. So we're gonna definitely pay attention to that. See anything else that I kind of Yo, off the subject, but yo, I sent you a joint with Scissor. I didn't know Scissor was that flexible, yo.
I didn't know either.
She said that I think she did like Olympics or she like Olympics training. So that's why she kind of is that flexible, or something like that. Like she was kind of in gymnastics, I think.
Hmm.
But that's I was like, oh damn, you really that flexible. Like you was doing a handstand, walking with it and everything. So she gotta have a really balance. That's not no something that you learn overnight.
Nope.
Doing splits and stuff too.
Yeah, and even jumping off the balance, being backflipping for the dismount.
Yeah, yeah, she's flexible. So I was like, okay, I seen that little clip. I was like, okay, that's hard. Um, yeah, and then also jump on there had the Ruben all white party. He always has that Fourth of July party. With all the celebrities, actors, everybody shows up, all white. So what's in there? Oh yeah, Drake popped out. They were surprised Drake came through there. I seen Tom Brady, Kardashians, Lala. It was a Kim, Chloe. They said little pictures that they had. Of that party. Meek, he's always involved. Um, but yeah, that's another. They always talk about that the Illuminati party. They always say that's
That's what they call it.
Yeah, they call it
Okay.
Illuminati party. But I don't think it's Illuminati party. I think it's probably his closest friends, maybe. But yeah, they always talk about that party. They always have all white. But yeah. So Mike Rubin always has that celebration, but he always has a bunch of celebrities in the building. Um, but yeah, so I got for that one. Pretty much. But let's get to my favorite subject, yo. Motivation. I need a motivation. Hey. Woo. All right. So this
Word.
motivation, I was like, let me give a little shout out to the people who I got it from. So this one's from actually Dr. Phil. He said, life changes our opportunities for growth. Um, I can understand that because things sometimes change in your life. You got to look at it on a positive note to maybe look for it to grow. Look for that the opportunity to make a change and grow. Because sometimes you don't get those opportunities, or sometimes things that happen to you in life that you don't even know is going to happen. But you can't look at it on a bad note of it, saying like, "Damn, this happened to me." Nah, kind of just take deep inside, like, you know what? Since this happened to me, maybe it's the opportunity for me to grow. Maybe let me take this opportunity to try a little bit something different, or try to do something that I step out the box, something that I don't usually do, and make me better. So I think that's what I got when I heard that type of thought. When I look at that quote, does that sound like
Right.
yeah. Uh, so yeah, so that was from Dr. Phil. You know, and this is also from Carmelo Anthony. So it says every morning you have two choices: continue to sleep, continue to sleep with your dream, or wake up and chase your dream. Um, you know, I 100% agree with that. You do have two choices, but I mean, I'm the type of person that actually dream. I see like the things that I dream about. I kind of dream of in my sleep sometimes. So like I see it sometimes in my dreams, and I want to bring it to reality. If it's a good dream, if it's something I'm like, damn, I ain't think it feels weird, but damn, I would like this. I would like this
Hmm.
in my dreams. But yeah, that gives you an opportunity to like to just basically chase your dream. But yeah, that you do have two options. You got two options in life. You can just easily sleep through it, or you can just wake up and just chase your dream. That's what I got. But yeah, so that's what I mean. That's what I got for you guys for today. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And then join for next time for episode, because we've been rocking with Do Vibe.
And Jamel.
In the meantime, between times, peace.
Right.
I love it. You guys are so great.